Hey Cougars, how are you? I hope you have had a great week. I miss you all so much. I hope you're hanging in there and making lemonade out of lemons. All right, well, we did have a very sad week because this past week we lost somebody who was an amazing, amazing influence in the world of music and dance. And this person's name is Little Richard. Have you heard of Little Richard? Let's learn. So I thought that we would learn a little bit about him and celebrate his life this week in dance class. So we're going to do a little dance to one of his songs, and let's learn a little bit about him before. Okay, so his name is Little Richard. That was his stage name, but he was born Richard Wayne Penniman. That was his birth name, and he was born in 1932 in Macon, Georgia. Get this, guys. He had 11, I said that right, 11 brothers and sisters. Could you imagine being quarantined with 11 brothers and sisters? Parents, could you imagine being quarantined with 12 children right now? Crazy, right? Well, he sure did. He had 11 brothers and sisters. And a really cool story, something that I think is really important. I just learned this about Little Richard, and I think it's really cool thing to share with you guys. So Little Richard was born with his body different than other kids. He was born with one leg longer than the other. So he had a very specific gait. He walked a certain way because one of his legs was longer than the other, right? Well, you guys, kids used to make fun of him because of this walk. They used to say, "You're a boy, but you walk like a girl. Are you a girl?" And they used to make lots of fun of him. Super sad, right? Not cool. Well, I thought that this was really important to tell you guys because he did not let that ruin his life. He actually was very proud of that characteristic of his. He was super proud of it. And when he became a famous musician, it became part of his persona. And he was known for this really cool, then it was a swagger. They called it the Little Richard swagger. So I thought it's really important to tell you guys the story. One, just for us to remember to always be kind. It makes me really sad thinking about those kids that made fun of Little Richard when he was younger. And number two, talking about making lemonade out of lemons, right? He did not shy away. He did not make that feel bad about himself. He was really proud of himself. And that walk that he had, just because he was born a little bit different, he was super proud of it and made that part of his persona, right? That was part of who Little Richard was. Isn't that cool? So you guys, something really cool about Little Richard as well is he was known to be, well, first of all, he had a couple of nicknames. One was the Innovator. Isn't that really cool? The Innovator. Another one was the Originator. And the Architect, the third one is the Architect of Rock and Roll. I mean, what cool nicknames to be given, right? Now, you guys, Little Richard was key. He is cited as one of the first crossover Black artists, okay? Now, when we talk about crossover artists, let me explain it. So let's say Taylor Swift, for example, right now. Taylor Swift, she started off as a country artist, right? Well, now Taylor Swift, she would be considered a pop artist too. So she crossed over from the country music genre into the pop genre. Yeah? So when we talk about Little Richard, we're kind of talking about the same thing, but this, when we're talking about it this time, we're actually including race. Because you guys, this was during the time of segregation, and this was when segregation was going away, right? Well, as we all know, even if rules are changed, it takes people a little while for their mind and their opinions and their hearts to change, right? Well, that's why they say that he was key in helping to end segregation, and why he was a crossover artist. Because you guys, Black people would go to Little Richard shows, white people would go to Little Richard shows, and they were there for the love of him and the love of his music. And guess what? That turned into their love for each other, and it became this really community. They said that his concerts were just an amazing community and a big mix of races, which was so beautiful to think about, right? So that's why Little Richard is considered to be such a big, big influence in helping to end segregation. Pretty cool, right? So he was, oh, really cool, a fun fact, Elvis Presley covered 4 of Little Richard's songs, and his songs, when Elvis Presley took them, covered them, he took them to #1. Isn't that cool? So some songs that you may hear and you're like, oh, that's an Elvis Presley song, might be actually a Little Richard song. Cool, right? All right, so Little Richard also was, just so you know, he received so many awards during his lifetime. Let's see, he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How cool is that? He got the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Recording Academy, the Grammys, and the Rhythm and Blues Foundation gave him a Lifetime Achievement Award. How amazing, right? So one last really cool fact that makes me giggle, you guys. In 1994, I didn't know this. In 1994, Little Richard sang and recorded the theme song for, I bet you've watched this, The Magic School Bus. Have you ever watched The Magic School Bus? Well, Little Richard sings the theme song for The Magic School Bus. How cool is that, right? All right, you guys, let's learn a super fun dance number to one of Little Richard's songs. Cool? Let's do it. Okay, so the first move, it's called the wobble, but let me show you the feet first, okay? So it goes step, behind, open, yes? Step, behind, open, step, behind, open, step, behind, open. That's a basic wobble, and it's called the wobble because it looks like your whole body is gonna wobble over. So watch, wobble, behind, and wobble, behind, and wobble, behind. Yes, that's the basic wobble. We're gonna cut that in half. You're gonna do a wobble to the right, and then you're gonna twist it in place. Ready? Same thing to the left. 5, 6, take it to the right. Wobble to the right, and we twist, twist, twist. Other side, wobble to the left, and we twist, twist, twist. Again, wobble to the right, and we twist, twist, twist. And we wobble to the left, and we twist, twist, twist. Then we go wobble, 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 and wobble, wobble, wobble. Hands go down, and your knees go wah, 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 and your hands just go wah, wah, wah. Yes? Got it? Then we clap it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your feet go 2 to this side, 2 to this side, and your hands go like this. Yes? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom, 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 boom. Yes? We go one way this way, and then we go one way that way. Yes? Then we go wobbles to the east, wobbles to the west. Hands go down, and yeah, wobble, wobble. And twist it, twist it, twist it. Go. Wobble, up, and twist it, twist it, twist it. 2 more. Wobble, and twist it, twist it, twist it, and wobble. Twist it, just a twist. Twist and twist and twist and twist and down. Crazy legs. Yeah. Ready? Clap, 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 clap. And this way and this way. Again, clap. Let's just go the same way. Ready? Again, this way and this way. And we point it and we point it and we wah, 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 wah. And we repeat the whole thing. We're going to add a freestyle in there. And then we're just going to do the whole thing over again. All right? Let's try it. You guys, it's super fun. Here we go. Ready? Wobble. Go. Just a twist. And clap it, go. This way. Again. Go. Point it to the right. Go. Wobble. Good, guys. just a twist. Freestyle. Good, guys. Whatever you want, whatever you want. Ready? From the top.